famine has now been officially declared in Gaza City and its surrounding areas, marking one of just 5 famines reported by the IPC since its establishment in 2004. Here's what we know so far. On Friday, a United Nations-backed panel declared that a famine is taking place in Northern Gaza, warning that over 500,000 people are on the brink of starvation. The Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, the IPC, who confirmed the famine, warned that it could even spread to southern Gaza by late September. In spite of this, hostilities continue as Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz vowed just hours after the declaration of the famine that Israel would take Gaza City unless Hamas releases its hostages and lays down its weapons. The key details. The IPC defines a famine as a situation where at least 1 in 5 households has an extreme lack of food and face starvation and destitution, resulting in extremely critical levels of acute malnutrition and death. According to the report, over 500,000 people are facing catastrophic conditions, and more than 1 million others face a severe level of food insecurity.
What we're witnessing right now is the most significant deterioration of food security conditions and nutrition conditions since the IPC began its analysis of Gaza. What we have in Gaza right now demands a response on a scale and urgency we have not seen before.
The situation is also expected to worsen over the next month, with the famine predicted to spread to Deir al-Balah and Khan Yunis. The report also said that 132,000 children will suffer from acute malnutrition over the next year. Here's the context. The famine comes after almost 2 years of war, in which the Israeli government has restricted the flow of food and aid into Gaza. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has since stated that Israel does not have a policy of starvation and called the report an outright lie. He instead claimed in a statement that Israel has a policy of preventing starvation, suggesting that since the beginning of the war, they've enabled 2 million tons of aid to enter into the Gaza Strip, over a ton of aid per person. The reaction? British Foreign Secretary David Lammy denounced the situation in Gaza, calling it a moral outrage, blaming the crisis on the Israeli government's refusal to allow sufficient aid into Gaza. UN agencies have also strongly denounced the situation leading to the famine, calling for an urgent response.
It is a famine. The Gaza famine. It is a famine that we could have prevented if we had been allowed. My ask, my plea, my demand to Prime Minister Netanyahu and anyone who can reach him: enough. Ceasefire. Open the crossings, north and south, all of them. Let us get food and other supplies in, unimpeded, and at the massive scale required. End the retribution. It is too late for far too many, but not for everyone in Gaza. Enough. For humanity's sake, let us in.